Hello everyone, my name is Ezra Luna. I'm a fifth year PhD candidate in the lab of Dr. Philippe Rosausen in the Department of Botany and Plant Sciences at UC Riverside. So today I'll be giving a small presentation about some fellowships and scholarships that helped me accomplish my research projects at UC Riverside and the type of research you guys can conduct at Lindcove Field Station. So if you go to the main web page of the Department of Botany and Plant Sciences and type funding sources, you will find out that there are many fellowships and scholarships available to grad students. So in this website, we have external fellowships, funding sources for grad student, travel funds, and also TA ships and other awards. So if you click on external fellowship opportunities, that will take you to a different web page, and then if you will see the fellowships available that are general for all the grad students at UC Riverside, people only in the humanities, social sciences, students in the biomed, and physical sciences and engineering. So if you click in general, that will take you, or that will show you a list of many fellowships that you could apply for. Here also this provides the links for NSF and the Ford Foundation Fellowship, which I apply for, and you can just follow instructions and guidelines on how to apply for it. I also want to say that UCR, in our department, they provide workshops of how to apply for these competitive fellowships, and they provide some examples of past students who have been awarded the fellowships and how you can improve your writing. Another fellowship that I applied for when I was entering my second year as a PhD student was the GAN Fellowship, which stands for Grad Assistant in Areas of National Need. And basically, this fellowship provides a stipend, or back then provided a stipend of $34,000 for tuition. That included tuition. And once you get, in order to qualify for this fellowship, well, you have to be part of the PLBL PhD grad program, have to be a U.S. citizen or U.S. Resident, and you should be entering your second to the fourth year in the program. And once you get the fellowship, there are a couple requirements that you need to accomplish. So you have to TA for 2 quarters, you have to be enrolled in a pedagogy class, you have to be a mentor for an undergrad in research, participate in different activities in the department, and also demonstrate leadership and professional development. So the fellowship here was very helpful. In my case, it provided 1 year of support, and I was able to accomplish a lot of my research through using this fellowship. The next fellowship that I want to mention comes from UC Davis, and when I applied, it was called RIFA, Research and Innovation for Agriculture, but now they switched to Global Fellowships for Agricultural Development. And pretty much you could apply for this fellowship in late winter, early spring of every year. And if you go to the main website, you will find different sources or different links that will allow you pick different projects. So when I applied, there were 30 different projects worldwide, and I picked the one that was more of interest to me. And one of that project became part of my thesis dissertation, one chapter of the thesis dissertation. So I highly encourage students to apply for this fellowship, because that way they will get to know other students abroad. They will learn their culture, probably a different language as well, and you will understand what the real agricultural problems are. So students spend usually from 6 months, actually 3 to 6 months, or even a year, abroad. And for me it was a great experience because I ended up doing part of my research in South America. Another fellowship or scholarship, I should say, not many people know, but here at UC Riverside we have the UC Mexas office. So here, faculty and students can apply for small grants. Basically, students, if they want to do some research in Mexico, any state in Mexico, you contact the professor and you come up with a proposal, and then you guys start connecting of putting everything together of what you want to type of research you want to conduct, and they will provide you support, financial support to do that kind of research. So there is funding for faculty, funding for grad students, and funding for postdoctoral researchers. So personally, I applied for this small grant, and I also did some of that work in Mexico, which became also part of my thesis dissertation. So there is another one. If this is for students that have a dual nationality, if you're Mexican American, you could apply for the CONACYT, and they offer a fellowship of up to 4 years to cover tuition and use stipend for the students. And basically, you have to come up with a proposal of the type of research you want to conduct, and this is a connection between the UC systems and Mexico. So in my case, I was awarded this fellowship, and as I said before, I did some work in Mexico too, so it helped me a lot to accomplish my goals. And another fellowship that I applied for was the water resource. Sorry, it's the water resource experiential learning for USDA careers. So they offer $20,000 for students to conduct research related to water and educational projects. So if you have any ideas of conducting research in agriculture, water stress treatment, salinity, I highly encourage students to apply for this fellowship. I applied and I did not receive it, but one of the conditions that in order to get this fellowship is that you have to have graduated from a Cal State system or done an internship with them. If you guys don't so, please feel free to apply for this fellowship, and it's offered every year. Now let's switch to the Lindcove field station. So Lindcove is, for those ones that are not from California, is located in Central California. So I circle that in red. The UC systems have different field stations, and the one that I'm currently working at, it's a Lindcove. So Lindcove has many resources, and they mainly conduct agricultural work in citrus and lemons. So they have this is where they have the citrus clonal protection program, which is led by Dr. Georgios Vidalakis from UC Riverside. And here they diagnose diseases and pathogens, and also they propagate material of different citrus varieties. So this is a good place to conduct any research related to viruses and bacteria and pathogens in oranges and lemons. And some research also related to walnuts and almonds. So as I said, Lindcove Research Station is small. It has a lab house, it has greenhouses, and even has a small place for students to stay for a couple of weeks. So if they want to get their research done here, they can stay in this area. And one of the most common new projects, I should say, that I'm getting involved into is the CUPS project, which stands for the Citrus Undercover Production System. And not sure how many of you know, but in Florida, the HLB, or the citrus one-glone bean disease, has impacted severely their production. So here in California, they have created this massive construction, as you can see on the left side. And basically, they want to offer a practical solution to growers to sustain high production levels of citrus and maintain the longevity of new plantings under the HLB disease pressure. So this is a new project that will start this year, and if any of you is interested, many different fields of biology will come into play. You could name it microbiology, virology, plant pathology, plant physiology. So they will be planting a lot of trees under this constructed system. It's 5 acres, and also outside, and make a comparison. So the people or the advisors currently in charge of these projects are my current advisor, Dr. Philippe Rosausen. He's located at UC Riverside. Ashraf El Karami, he's here at Lindcove Research Station. And Georgios Vidalakis, who's the director of the clonal production project here in Lindcove. So he's always back and forth. So if you guys have any questions or comments or interest in their labs, you should contact them or shoot me an email. I hope you guys found this small video helpful, and I hope you guys come to UC Riverside. Thanks.